email that I sent today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So, first thing on the agenda is to approve the November minutes. Do I have anybody willing to motion to approve the November minutes?
I do.
Zoltan,
And
Denise
I'll, s-
seconds.
I'll second. Yeah.
Wow, Clara, you really got cut out this time by Denise.
No, well, I hesitated because I was not there for all of the meetings, so that's
Right,
I think,
right.
yeah.
That's fair. So it's,
Mhm.
it's justified, I guess.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, now we have an actual, I mean, it's like how many welcome backs is Josh Best gonna get? He's gonna get like
Mhm.
75, I swear. He's just gonna keep leaving and coming back, so just so we can welcome him back and be excited to see him. Um, Magically here last time. I mean, what a game we've been playing here. So that's great. Um, all right. So the first, I guess, major item is to talk about community gardens, New Brunswick Park properties. Zoltan, are we any further along
Yes,
in putting a list together of
yes,
these?
I figured something out and I'm excited about it.
Okay,
So
let's hear
what
it.
happened? I started to make the seed inventory, seed we purchase, seeds we collect, it's over nearly 400 varieties now at our garden, it's a
Okay.
lot. I will tabulate it and whatnot, and we collecting notes from the members, what works, what not. So we might have some excess, like excess coriander, excess cilantro, excess squash seeds, kale seeds. So I have this list available, and I try to, in when I'm done later this month, early January, I could approach the available people, whoever we have at least an email. I don't know if it's an existing email or not, with a note that we would like to build up some relations and we could offer some seats. I think it's a good way to approach these people with some perks.
I
Okay.
like this idea.
So
Bribery.
Yeah, I
bribery,
do too.
exactly.
Seed
Bribery,
bribery.
gardener bribery. Okay. So I have time. I will spend like 2 weeks in Europe and I'm taking my notebooks and I'm compiling these files. It's a lot of work, but I plan to do that anyway. But when it's available, early January. By early January, we need to have a list of. We have a few, I think, but I don't know how complete the listing of the contact people is.
So
Okay.
can
We,
I just,
we had a
can I
few.
clarify? Can I ask a question,
Huh?
Sultan? So are you talking
Yeah.
about New Brunswick owned properties, or are we just talking about community gardens that exist in
Whatever, it
New
could be a
Brunswick?
church property, it could be Rutgers, it could be municipality, it could be some kind of private ad hoc neighborhood community garden, whatever. Actually, the care seats I'm having, I got from a community garden at Cook Campus from
Okay.
a Robert Wood Johnson professor. He's having some plots there and he's collecting care and he gave it to me. So we
Okay.
already have some very, very limited connection, so.
Okay.
And I think one of our member has membership on the Pine Street. Am I right?
Mine Street?
Pine,
Right.
Pine.
Fine, fine.
Give me, who was that? Somebody mentioned something. Ruth mentioned, I think, or at least she's familiar with that. It's close to Cook Douglas. It's on
Mhm.
Nichols. On the end of it, there is a park and there is a community garden there. I just call it Pine Street. But
Okay.
anyway, so that would be the way to go, I think, very early next year.
Okay. Is there a time frame for us that works best? I don't know when the community gardens start to get active.
So the point is that for seed exchange, because it will be some kind of seed exchange, it's better to start early because people start seedlings in February. Around Valentine's Day, I start my peppers and eggplants, for example.
Mm-hmm.
So if we reach out in January, by not January 1st, but let's say by mid-January, we might generate some interest, and we might have a quick meeting early February, some quick seed exchange, or and let's see how it goes.
So this
It's
is
getting
not,
more and more expensive, so people will be interested.
we're happy about that. And what is the goal? What are we asking the other community gardens for? I apologize if maybe you broke up at the beginning. I heard what you said about reaching out to offer them seeds, that's an incentive, but I didn't know what we were asking them to provide us.
Well, about feedback, what they grow successfully, what they cannot grow successfully. So just give you an example. I think we are getting to the point that we cannot propagate onions successfully because the summers are getting too hot. This fall, I tried fall onion first time. Maybe that's the way around, but my summer onions are just not performing well for many, many years. Maybe somebody has a local variety which works well, I don't know. But it's just an example, For many, many years, we do the garlic as fall garlic, starting in October, So just basically what happened in the past 10 years or so, we moved from 7A to 7B of USDA zoning.
The zoning. Oh, really?
So we could keep the pigs outside. We keep in Hungary, which is the same zone, interestingly enough, we started to keep rosemary a couple of years ago outside. We have fruit-bearing pomegranates outside all winter. We're not winterizing them anymore. And the same happening here. We just don't have, at this point, pomegranates, but next year we're going to get some. So it's good to have some kind of community feedback that what's going on and what needs to be changed,
So I like the strategy of the bribery.
So for example, bush beans, you cannot start midsummer. You need to start late summer because the sun exposure is so high that the flowers got burned these days. So I had very low yielding. I would rather start in August, early August, and 60 days later, end of September, it's ready. Just an example. But I don't want to waste too much of your time with that.
Well, I'm sure some of us will try out these tactics, but while I'm with the bribery, I think that we need to also make sure to compile a list just to stay organized so that we know who will be bribing exactly. And to guess to Denise's point is, I mean, I think Zoltan wants to is saying he just wants to build up relationships with these other organizations, basically to fluff them up. And I think that introducing it like this could be a good way to get them involved in our seed swap project that we've proposed for next year. So I think that does tie in nicely, but I do believe we need to move pretty quickly if we want to definitely host in February, just because it's already December. And, Aaron's not at this meeting, but we do still need to reach out to the church in order to Sacred Heart Church to see if they'd be willing to host the event. We were supposed to choose a date.
The Bayard Street Church, or which?
Sorry, I can't hear you.
The Bayard Street Church.
Bayard Street Church.
Is that on Bayard?
Trying to see.
Because that's supposed to be a little community garden, which I couldn't locate, but I didn't spend too much.
Let's see. I'm looking at it right now. I know where it is. I just don't know if it's on Bayard Street. I'm trying to look at it on the map.
Close to the hotel?
Yeah, I think yes, it is.
So that's the Bayard Street, I guess.
Yeah, there's a metal fence, like a wrought iron fence, if I'm not mistaken, with people from Hiram Square take care of that.
Okay, I thought it was by Sudam.
Could there be two? I've seen one of our former commissioners,
Mhm.
Judith, who lives in Hiram Square, was involved with that one, and she would go in and harvest things and work in, but they were private, they were individual plots, individual people had plots there. And I think they all had keys. Maybe
They
it's a different one, but it's on Bayard.
on Bayard. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Okay.
I remember the Bayard, but it's not necessary. It might have a different name. So,
Yeah, I always
or
thought
Peterson, or I was wrong and it's on Peterson. Give me a second.
Okay, I thought that Sacred Heart was on Sudam Street, but
Now that's the Holy Family. That's an old, the tallest one. That's an old Hungarian one. That's Holy Family. Okay. Anyway, we will,
We just have to figure out which.
There is a Bay. I'm sorry. There's a Bayard Street Presbyterian Church. We're not talking about. No. That's George Skilmer. That's way back. That's the wrong direction.
That's the wrong one. Okay.
Okay. All right. We could find it. So no.
Yeah. You know what? I may have misunderstood what you were saying about Bayard. I thought you were trying to clarify where there was the community garden there. I didn't realize you were asking about Sacred Heart. So you're probably right, Joshua.
oh, okay. I think so. I'm looking at this website now, and it says Church of the Sacred Heart is on
Yeah.
how do you pronounce this? Throop Avenue, and it's on the corner of Throop Avenue and Sudam Street.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Just so we have, but that's according to the newbrunswick.com.
Okay.
Could be wrong, but regardless, I think we need to get on the same page as Aaron and make sure that we're trying to coordinate. It would have been good. I think we might want to move deciding a date to the next meeting, although that's cutting it close in January. Let's see, next meeting would be January 12th. I think we might have to work offline with Aaron potentially to decide a date. I do think a Sunday would probably be best attendance wise, but that's also obviously when churches are the busiest. So we'd have to find a good time, maybe in between mass or after mass, depending on, and I think that could be good. Plus, there'd probably be people around that may be interested in the event, so that could also be a good place. So I'm thinking some type of Sunday in February, which would be either February 1st, 8th, 15th, or 22nd. Maybe we just say tentatively February 22nd, just to give ourselves the most time while still being in February. Zoltan, thoughts?
I will be out for the weekend, but it's I think after that. So
okay, we could do February 15th potentially.
is it a Sunday?
It's a Sunday, yeah, the day after
Okay.
Valentine's Day.
Okay, I'm done.
So we should try to propose that.
Yes, we'll propose that offline.
With Erin. Okay.
Yes.
Was she the person that was going to be the contact?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
So, okay, we've got that settled. The next would be like the advertisement method. I don't know if we want to hang flyers. Maybe we could convince New Brunswick to post on a calendar or something like that. Denise would probably know more about that.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I can ask. I talked to the city clerk's office this morning and emailed with Leslie, and she said we can send her information for the website, and that would include the calendar. While they're waiting to, I guess, confirm who's going to have that as their primary responsibility. So I can let her, I can ask her to put it on the calendar.
Yeah, I could probably design some type of flyer or something too, maybe that we could post on Facebook, or I don't know about printing a flyer. That really makes any sense. But we could probably try to talk to the church to see if maybe they'd be willing to put a couple flyers up, and I can make something for them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how effective printed materials are in public. I think we need a flyer that we can share either by email or on websites, social media, but probably not in hard copies.
Okay, I'll take care of the flyer. And so, okay, so the website mainly, a flyer, any other ideas on advertisement? I'll take note on that.
Well, communicating by email to all of the community gardens, I think is important.
Yes.
And we should pull out that list. Erin worked on this, so we really need to
Yeah.
reach out to her. She worked on the list, coordinating when the Parks and Gardens Commission a couple of years ago. We distributed and everybody called, and we updated contact information and whether they were operating. And that was probably 3 years ago, maybe 2, but it was probably 3 years ago. So let's get that list and see if we can maybe do the same thing. I think we divvied it up at that time and everybody took like 2 or 3 to follow up on. So why don't I try to get that from Erin? Would everybody be willing to call if we assigned? I can look at who the last contact was. So Clara, did you call any of the community gardens when we did the update? And I don't know if Joshua Best was on the commission at that time. I don't think Glenn was, but he's very willing to make calls. He likes to actually interact personally with people. So would everybody be willing to make 2 or 3 calls?
Yeah, I don't mind.
So we can look at that, the questions that we posed the last time. Well, I'll volunteer to follow up with Erin on that, Josh.
Just let me tell you that this huge, the tallest church in New Brunswick, that's Holy Family Parish, okay? But in the reviews, my mother family grew up in Sacred Heart Church, so that might be 2 names, a church name and a parish name, slightly different. That's the Throop Avenue, sorry, and Syndham.
Okay.
So we might talk about that church.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll have to get that settled
Yes.
by next time.
So soon-ish. Yeah.
I do want to just bring up something before I get to the let's see.
Oh,
So
I found the
Yeah.
garden. It's visible on Google Map.
Okay.
It's visible.
What
So the
street?
garden is next to that, and this is the Throop Avenue and
Okay.
Tonsed side.
Gotcha. Right.
This is the garden. Okay. All right.
Okay, so we have settled the great church location debate of 2025.
Funny enough that I'm Hungarian, and that originally was a Hungarian church. So
We'll have to have a revival.
yes. Oh yeah,
Um,
I saw it on the map. It's the church garden. Yeah. Okay.
Okay then.
All right.
Lock it in.
Yeah.
Let's see. So I just want to go over the activities quickly as well, just to remind everybody, and I'll have it put in the notes again, just for preservation purposes. We talked about the seed swap led by Erin, plant life cycle talk by Glenn, Middlesex gardening recommendations, like recommendations for this area for gardening, sort of what Zoltan was bringing up in this, but maybe more formally presented. A plant maintenance talk by Josh, a pollinator garden talk by Denise, and that's all we had so far. I think we had agreed that this was the final list. It was already kind of a lot of stuff.
It is a lot of stuff. That'll be busy. And I was going to see if we could involve Suzanne Sikora, Councilwoman Sikora. And I actually sent her an email and asked if we could meet virtually or meet in person, preferably in person, to talk about this. She's been sharing the Winter Wonderland for the city, like the tree lighting and the ice skating and all of those activities. So I know that this is a busy time for her. I asked her to suggest some times. My guess is that it may be after the first of the year that till we can get her, but that's something that I think can be fairly pulled together fairly quickly. Any kind of a presentation on pollinators, or even if we're going to post anything to the website with recommendations for community members who might want to get information about what to plant and how to plant. So I'll also reach back out to her.
Do you guys see this?
Yes.
This is the community garden. This is the transcendent syndrome. This guy. This is this tall church. You could see it from all around. So.
Lovely.
Okay. Stop share.
I just got a message from Clara that she got bumped off and cannot reconnect. And I don't know what to do about that. I don't see what's happening.
At least you seconded when we had quorum.
Joshua Best also got.
He's back here though now.
I know he's back, but I don't know if that's my reception or if I just asked her, how can I help her? Like what message is she getting?
I don't think it had anything to do when I asked me, so obviously I can't speak for her then. My issue was my computer.
Josh, are you talking to us? Because I can't hear you.
Nope, I'm just recording notes.
Okay, got it.
Just making sure that I remember and that we have everything important listed here.
Okay.
Denise, can you hear me? This is Josh
Okay.
Best.
Hi.
Yeah, it was probably me you heard. I was trying to say that whatever the issue was with me earlier was on my end, not your reception. Just confirming.
Great. Thank you for letting me know that. Yeah, I asked her if she could tell me what message she's getting, and I haven't heard back yet. So we may have to follow up. We don't have any votes on anything that I'm aware of. We've already done the minutes.
Correct. So we don't require anything else. And actually, that was the last item on the list. So, because that included updates. So the only thing left is public comments. So we're leaving it to you, Frank, if you had anything you'd like to share. Speak now or forever hold your peace.
He may not be listening live.
That's okay. That's totally fine.
Mhm.
All right. So I'll take that as we'll talk to you next time, Frank. No problem. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much to New Brunswick Today for, keeping track of these meetings and informing the community. I know that it definitely draws new people in the future to come check out the meetings as well, which is always great. We get a lot of feedback. I know that we've lost Clara. I think that this is a good time to formally motion to adjourn the meeting to January's meeting. Is that okay with everybody else for the official meeting?
It's okay with me. I think we should just reconfirm that we're going to work on some things offline between
Yes.
now and the January meeting.
Yeah, I've noted that
Yes.
in the minutes as well, but yes, agreed.
I'm traveling from the 17th to January 4th, but I'm reading on my Gmail all the time. Okay, so
And don't worry, I'll call Zoltan and harass him while he's on.
and most of the time I have AT&T password, maybe not every day, but that means that you don't even see that my phone is out of the United States.
Mhm.
Exactly.
I guess the other thing I would just suggest is that because Josh Best has been kind of away because of the conflict with schedule for a while, that maybe we give you an opportunity, Josh, to kind of share with us things that you're learning in Hoboken and some of the things that we left off with you when you were here last. I know we had been talking about tree canopies and there were some things that were of particular interest to you. Maybe you could, think about if there's anything that you want to kind of revisit with us when we get back started in January. And our new meeting day and time will be Mondays at 6:30, no longer Tuesdays. And that calendar went out today to everyone and to the city clerk.
Thank you.
Yeah, I received that. Thanks, Denise.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
Joshua Tedesco, you're on mute if you're talking. We can't hear you.
Happens to me every time.
Mhm.
Not enough time. Just kidding.
Oh, thank you, Zoltan.
Just
I'll remember that when I meet another Zoltan and I'm deciding which one is the best.
oh, okay.
I don't have anything for the rest of us here.
Do you
Yeah,
want me to make a motion to adjourn?
yeah. Let's motion to adjourn.
Second, you need a second.
All right then. So everybody, 7:01 meeting has ended. I will see you all next time. Please don't hesitate to reach out via email or phone if you need anything. And please don't forget any of the items that we have on our lovely minutes. I'll be sending out the minutes shortly to everybody, and again later on. So
Okay.
Happy
Sounds good.
holidays.
Yes,
Yeah.
everybody have great, safe,
Yep. Have
happy
a good-
holidays.
Yep. Have a good one. Take care, guys.
Bye-bye.
And let me just rub this in. I'll tell you that I am sitting in Cozumel, Mexico with 82-degree weather. So I hear it's cold there. I'll
It is.
send some sunshine to you.
thank you so much.
Okay.
Bye.
Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.